seconds remaining.
Invoker.
And he has the... No, he used the haste. He doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, they're on both sides of him. So the rune spawns up in 2 seconds time. Mushi does have a stun available, but the Force Spirit's coming in, and Mushi is going to start to lose his armor if he's not careful. The Sunstrike, perfect position. Mushi gets hit by that, but the Snowball and Telekinesis to throw it back. Black is in a very bad position, but the Cold Snap sawing up Mushi for the moment, and now Way2 arrives in the fight. Double stun on Ohio as well as Mushi, and he's in real trouble. Still trying to retreat. The Force Spirit's finally going to time out, and still no one dying until Pylite died. There's the first blood. It goes to Johnny, but Mushi did most of the damage work there.
Yeah, the fight was very messy. I mean, the fact that Black didn't have Cold Snap invoked and he had Sunstrike it's so efficient to gank. Like when you play support and you want to decide
might get
Paladin just out of position.
Is there a follow-up stun? Oh, yeah, there is.
Yeah, that's just a misplay, but I mean, it happens. What I was saying is that when you're supporting and you're looking to rotate, just always think about what you're gonna get out of the rotation.
No one Mushi, roar on bottom lane, but the triple TP is on the way in. The Sunstrike will connect as well as the Finger of Death, but he's surviving just long enough, but the Necro units were still there.
He's gonna die with Leshrac as well.
Yep, they move around and even with a Hex on Johnny, there's no way to get back into the trees where he thinks he's safe, but he's not. It's a double kill for Black. Mousesports causing real problems for the Malaysians.
This is the story of this game right now, honestly. They're just forcing a defense that they can't take, or they're not doing it.
They might be able to kill off Black. This is the upside. Shards come in, but no!
He can blink out too.
1 second. Too long. It's too long. And they trigger the dust, so Ghostwalk won't be able to help him either. So he triggers his Necro units. What was stolen is actually Ghostwalk stolen. They have to keep more distance here. The Sigil's down, but Ohio, he's dying so quickly. And more spots arriving in the Finger of Death. Way2 arrives for the stun. That one's with his fresh blink dagger. They'd find another one.
They're gonna dive this.
Can they do it? There's your Aurora KOXY, Bolden as well, he's in too close. They both drop to the Gyrocopter, and you've also got Leshrac. He missed the stun on Bulba. He's got lightning damage, but TC runs away. An Edict and Pulse Nova wasn't enough because she pulled him into the Snowball, which stopped the last tick of damage into TC. And all they burst the Aegis, the Immortal of Black. They'll get the follow-up stunts. Black, can they get him out of this one? The answer is no. He'll end up dropping down. But what did you really sacrifice here as Mousesports? It was your top one, sure. But in return, you got a buyback from the Tusker and you got kills. This is the moment right now. Well, you got... You may not want it to happen. Mushi's not even here. Neither is Pylite die, but they found TC. He'll BKB up and then just rip apart Ohio with that Rocket Barrage. The Nether Ward might be down for now, but the cooldown's already doing its work. Ohio will die to the secondary rocket. It is for the cost of the line, and KYXY will TP himself away to safety. But meanwhile, back in the Rosh pit, Black's finishing the job.
Yeah, never mind. I didn't see that, actually. The DK wasn't there, so it was a really good Rosh. I thought there were 5 there with smoke, but no. Yeah, good play. I mean, that's also the thing. Mush is running around without a TP, so it was really easy for them to get it.
Pylite is such a dick.
Yeah, he's
everywhere. Just track after track after track.
Balanced lineup.
And they can go even further now. The Necro books are still available from Black. In fact, he's going to trigger them. Yeah, they're coming up. They're coming for the tier 3 towers. The shards, well, it takes out one of the Necro units, which does drop Ohio down to half of his life. I think that was originally the plan, but...
He has no port, and he has a DD on the DK, so that could be a big factor. That could be... He could get a lot done with that DD, but right now the Pugna's dead, he has no buyback.
I would also watch for Mushi. Lion's in the perfect position for it. Way2's waiting for the jump in, where he can just basically take Mushi out of the fight before he gets the BKB up. And Mushi, in comes that Snowball, they go on TC. Where is that jump? Way2, he did get in close, but no stuns, no hexes. They get the cooldown down. Ohio, low on life, but he'll survive through this. They burn the Aegis to the Immortal, and TC, no, the BKB comes up. Leshrac is dead to the world with a Rocket Barrage. They take care of it as well as Sigil. Jump out on Bulba, but rolls back off cooldown now. Bulba can turn around, controlling up Mushi, and Way2 jumping on this one too. The stun on the Mushi. Meteorite dropping down, they're all burning Way2. Still no Finger of Death. He actually gets drained out by KYXY with the extra help from the Snowball. They buy some time, but TC needs space to escape from KYXY, and there just isn't enough for it. The extra stun of Bulba. Ohio's on the tail of this one, and even the shards, it blocks Black in, so he has to stick around and fight. But do they have enough? Paladai away from the stun. They do have the vision on him, and released with the Nova, with the Pulse Nova, they're able to get through him. The Black stands its ground as KYXY with an ultra kill. The Black into Invis, but it's not enough to survive. The Leshrac will finish him off. Mouse get wiped, and the one man to survive is a Leshrac. No buybacks from either team, but 9 heroes dead in the engagement.
Well, they shouldn't turn. They couldn't fight this, and you could tell this is, they're doing it. This is what they have to do. And honestly, if Mouse, they need to go there. No, they need to fight. Fnatic needs to take this fight, and they know it.
But they're so far away. Like, Roshan's already at like 1/3 of his life.
It doesn't matter. Even if Rosh dies, they have to do it.
Mushi's coming in. EMP burn. That BKB's going to start straight away from Mushi. And he doesn't do it. He's completely out of mana. Bottle charging up, but Roshan's not dead yet. Way2 sexy jumps out. The Hex will come in there from Leshrac. The Black's already used his BKB, but TC The eye shots actually give him the cover fighting, bring down Roshan, picked up the Aegis Immortal. The cheese is on the deck at the moment. It got into the hands of the Beastmaster, and Lion has to buy back instantly. The cooldown's in a beautiful position. Fnatic smack bang in the middle of it, and TT just fights the ground. Bobble will drop, and Fnatic, they're actually taking through it until finally Black comes in with that meteorite. They're splitting up the fight nicely with 2 players down for Fnatic. TC forced after way to safety. That's Parlay Die helping from the cliffside, keeping the tracks up too. The ice wall pops down, stolen, but that's not really going to help Mida and Way 2. Actually flanking around the back Mushy. He blinked forward, but he's stunned up for the moment. The rest of his teammates can't reach him in time. The rocket barrage is down. Black cannon back off cooldown. So the down to be split. A huge stump from Way 2 Sexy, and they keep going. They're through KOXY as well. Lestrak, this fight's gone on so long, he's already respawned again. And that's a big fight for Mousesports. It did cost them 2 buybacks, but they wiped the Fnatic lineup.
Yeah, it was all about the timing. I think Fnatic could afford to actually go into the Roche pit before it falls. They took the fight versus Aegis, Steel, and it didn't look that bad, honestly. Black did a really good job on this Invoker. This Defending Blast did a lot. I think it was the right play from Fnatic. Unfortunately for them, they really overextended. Like, they don't have to chase that far when they have no mana on DK. I mean, it's never gonna happen. How are you gonna actually kill someone? And then a really insane impale from Way 2 Sexy. That was a ravage. Like, he impaled 3 heroes. So great plays. And I mean, all in all, I think it's actually quite good for Mousesports, but it's not so bad for Fnatic. Yet again, I think it's still okay for Fnatic. They're still in a good position. They can still come back in this game.
I would keep your eyes very closely peeled on this Bounty Hunter. He just picked up a Lotus Orb.
I can see Fnatic winning this game, honestly, and not so hard. Like, easily, they could win this game if Mouse does.
I don't think it's possible if Ohio can actually fight the Fire Flames. Like, he's coming in. It's just taking some time, man, with the lag ring and the gyrocopter. They jump on him, the pick up, the throw down. The Sun's going to miss from Little Shrek. The Raw slowing down Little Shrek too, so he can't follow up with the Eating Nib. And the big pass Nova. They've already got the Rubik down. DK did fight back. Forced up, cannot save TC. But Black, there's that new Deathling Blast going to work. But Mushy really wants his scalp. Turn into a frog, though. That's going to make life a little bit more difficult. And Mousesports getting the hell out of here. They can't lose more because Roshan only just respawned.
Now they need to get the Roche, but they have buybacks. They didn't get enough, I feel. I mean, it was a good play. Even though he had 10 seconds left on the buyback, I think the play was to actually surprise them, commit, kill them, and get Roche. And it would have been a really good trade for Fnatic. It was their way back into this game.
Yep.
The problem is that they got only the Gyro, and he has whatever he needs to actually Roche. And they don't have BKB, they don't have DK form. So honestly,
it's really a snowball, but already Way 2 Sexy. The Lion's down for the count. You've got buybacks available at the moment for everyone on Mousesports. No higher. Black jumps in, but the Orbs, it just protects him. Black actually gets the BKB off in time. So that stuff from the Lestrak won't do enough.
Boba's boarding. They're actually pressured a bit. Now they have all 5 heroes in base. This is the perfect situation for Fnatic. I'm not saying they can win the fight, but this is what they hope for.
Look at the stun. Roll over on Lestrak, and it roars him back again. They got the Lotus Orb off in time, and now Snowball up into TC. But the BKB will trigger from him with the Deathling Blast. Black, refresh orb. He's going to go again. A secondary Deathling Blast. Lestrak, he's so low, but he gets a cheese off in time. Mushing is also so low inside the base. They're picking him out. It's like, please help him. And KYXY is basically overcharging Medic TF2 style right at the Dragon Eye, keeping him alive, and now even shield him up even more. But Mousesports, they're buying back if they need to. They're already at the line back. Now Bulba's slow. The eye shot up Bulba. He can't stay alive. He won't be protected by that veil. And now Black also backing up at Ember. He's right to the front lines. And the Lightning, he gets the kill. The buybacks are all coming out from Mousesports. All 5 players have ball back in this engagement. And maybe Mushy, we're going in again. It's a reinsert with Ohio, with the Walrus Punch, pushing TC up. They're going to follow his own Ember. He's back in again too, looking for the pulse over damage. Doesn't want to do too much, so the Lotus Orbs are protecting up so many of these players. They still haven't brought down the racks yet. Meanwhile, on top of bottom, the Mousesports Creekways are doing the work. KOXY, the Sunstrike! He's so low, 33 HP. They still have not killed the racks. Pylite Die, he's a good one, down for 90 seconds. You've got Mushy back in the fight too. They're losing Tier 4 towers back in the base in the meantime. Black forced after way. Mushy going to work on the racks. Ohio, he wants the heroes. How long can they keep this up? You've got buybacks coming back. How's the base? The Tier 4s are up. Johnny and KYXY, they're the ones on the defense duty. You still haven't killed the racks. You might get Way 2 Sexy, but the roll's up from Bulba. Way 2, in comes the Snowball, the Glimmer Cape, the Sword is down. He picked up all 3 of them, and now they're underneath the Tier 4 towers. Way too deep for Fnatic. Can they hold them? The stun on TC, but Tornado up from Black. Buy some time with the Sunstrike. Mushy popping around, bouncing it out. He's down 103 seconds on the sideline. Now he'll buy back. Ohio, so low retreating, but Mushy, he actually just jumps himself back in. He bought back. BT's in. Blink Dagger stuns on TC, but he got hexed up. Now they're having to burn the BKBs once again. Chaos to Netherward. It keeps them alive for the moment with the Shiva's Guard. And they got another opening. You've got the Dragon form up from Mushi. He feels like it's enough. The attack on the way too sexy. The 4-staffs keeping him out of trouble. The TC, he's the man being set up. Ohio, Walrus punch up. They still haven't killed the Gyro. 18 seconds until he can get himself back up again. But then the Glimmer, is it enough? The Breeze fire. Now they can see him. They got TC down. No buyback. 2 minutes. A blink in by Mushi. Finds another one. Moving over to Bulba. Do they have enough? In they come. The snowball coming to the Beastmaster. Mushi, they keep going to work. Mousesports, they're in so much trouble. They're dead for so long. They haven't enough damage to Tier 4 towers, but Fnatic, they still have not claimed objective base gaming. The ranks of them down, but they're going for the GG push. They're going for the Tier 4 towers. They've got to keep Black out this fight though. With double BK beats Ohio, he's in too deep. Tricks off the Necro units. The Tier 4 towers still not down for the count, but Ohio down to the Sunstrike. One Tier 4 tower down. Fnatic keep going at it, but do they have enough power left? They might be out of steam. They're finishing off the racks at the moment. Leshrac might be back, but how long until he returns to the fight? Right now. BT's in. They need to finish the job. The Tier 4 towers are on the sideline, and now they can go in. Imba with the Edict jumps in for the Pulse Nova. They got the Hex on Black. Maybe they can find the kills while 4-staff away. The Low Source protecting it, but not enough. Black's down. That could be the game right there. I think it actually is. They don't even take a proper single racks, but they take the game. GG!
That was insane. That was insane. That was the most epic fight I've seen in a while. That was insane. What a fight from both teams. Honestly, that was just. I'm speechless. Like that was actually madness.
You were saying it the entire time. Fnatic could win.
Oh my
Fnatic
God.
could win.
I can't believe they actually did it.
Could win it for them. That was like 4 fights combined into one.
What a game. What a game. Honestly, from both teams. But Mousesports has to be really down. But that was insane. Fnatic, like. That was so manly to actually go for it, just push buyback and decision making. Like, you have so much to take into account. Who's back, who's not back, what spell is on CD, those Lotus Orbs. They just switched, like, they turned the fight every time. It was